Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome back to the most hated gay out there. Because I feel like I've just been I literally have become Jesus and have been placed on the stake by a lot of these fucking motherfuckers out here. I'm so sick of everyone. The last time I did a reaction video, it was not taken lightly. I feel like, I mean, a lot of people of course agree with me because I'm not a lunatic. I'm actually really sane. I'm not dumb as you, very less than smart than you. I'm very retarded than you. I'm talking to the bitches out there who think that they had the audacity to come on my page and tell me that oh, the reason why this is being so widespread is because you promote it. It's like, bitch, just because there are problems in the world and we don't say something about them doesn't mean they don't exist. Like, there are problems in the world and we should talk about them. Just because we don't talk about them doesn't mean that they don't exist, okay? And I'm so sick of people and their dumb, stupid comments. And it honestly makes me more mad. It makes me more radicalized. And it makes me just want to continue to say whatever the fuck I want. You are the reason why I continue to say what the fuck I want, because this isn't only an online thing. This stuff seeps into our reality every single day. It seeps into the school system, seeps into our workplace, seeps into our families. It seeps into our daily lives if we allow it to happen, you know? And I think it is very important that we step it up and actually talk about the bullshit that's happening right now, especially when it comes to the trans community. It comes to a lot of different leftist policies that are destroying our country, and a lot of these ideologies as well. And people may look at me and be like, oh, he's very feminine, he has makeup on, he has this. It's like, I'm a very feminine man, but that doesn't mean that I'm that man. So I can't makeup and I can't also have a same brain. Are you fucking kidding me? You can suck my dick backwards, bitch, okay? But today we have a lot of TikToks that I do want to react to. A lot of them are coming from LIBS of TikTok. And because I like LIBS of TikTok. I don't like the person that's behind LIBS of TikTok, but I like what they post. Because the lunacy needs to stop, and it should be widespread, and it should be making people aware of what's going on in this country, because it is directly going to destroy you if you allow it. So let's get started. The first video that I do want to react to is this actor that was reportedly misgendered by a Delta employee. This person was, I guess, going on to the airplane and trying to get their stuff together to board and stuff like that, and they were reportedly misgendered or whatever like that. And this person is Tommy DORFMAN. I have been watching Tommy DORFMAN on many movies and many shows. Famously, Tommy DORFMAN was on 13 Reasons Why, a very old show that we all knew and loved growing up. And, I always respected Tommy DORFMAN as a gay man. I also continuously followed Tommy DORFMAN even as he transitioned into being, a girl. And, I have no issue with that. I really did not, I don't really know much about Tommy, but all I know is I watch Tommy's Instagram and stuff like that, post beautiful pictures, whatever have you. Does Tommy pass? No, not for 1 minute, but I've always respected Tommy as an actor, you know what I mean? But to see Tommy lash out, and then I'm seeing other videos come out of Tommy from TikTok, which I don't follow Tommy on TikTok, injecting himself with hormones and stuff like that on TikTok. We have a lot to react to, and I'm going to get into this right now.
Wasn't intentional. What about when adult employee misgenders you intentionally?
While he's talking, you're talking.
You just misgendered me again.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Gotcha.
Both of you have.
Wasn't intentional, but if you want to take it personal, that's also.
Well, she did do it intentionally twice.
You're talking to you too.
You said she and then you said he.
Oh, this employee is not having it.
And if you want to continue, I have Port Authority escort you out the building right this moment if you want to play that game with me.
Okay.
Would you like to continue 3 days before Christmas? I really don't mind.
Ooh.
I'm good. I'll just put this on. What about when adult employee misgendered?
See, one thing about it, y'all don't want to fuck with those fucking those flight attendants, and you do not want to fuck with those check-in people. Them check-in people are very nasty, and they don't give a fuck. But this also goes to show that everyone is getting tired of this bullshit. It doesn't matter how much you think you pass, sweetheart, but you don't pass, Miss Tommy. You don't. I Tommy is like a twink hun. Tommy is not a doll. Like Blair White's a doll. Like Janet Mock is a doll. Laverne Cox is a doll. Gigi Gorgeous is a doll. Tommy, you're not a doll. You're just now, dipping your water into the um, I was saying, transvaginal meshness of it all, bitch. You're not giving doll, okay? And it's obvious because if he has to struggle to say your pronouns correctly, it's obvious that you, bitch, you, something's not working. And I'm so sick of I'm so sick of this bullshit because like all they do is just directly bring more harm into themselves, and they eat their own stuff up with the lunacy and trying to like have this like narcissistic egotistical way of like talking down to people as to making them seem like that they're dumb for not correctly saying what they actually look like. I'm sorry, but like it's true. And I would like to know what Tommy looked like actually on that day, but it's apparent that Tommy didn't show his face fully, but because he was too busy trying to fight about gender and pronouns. And all it does is just gonna like literally kick y'all in the foot more if you sit there and you argue with people and you posting this. No one else didn't post this. You posted this. So you're eating your own up already with all the bullshit going on right now, with how people are done with the lunacy, especially when it's attacking children, it's attacking women, and hell it's attacking gay men too. They're out here telling us that right now. I just got like in a fight with like gays on Twitter, because they're over here saying like, oh, it's weird that gays are transphobic. It's weird that gays are jealous of trans women. It's like, why would we be jealous of a person who literally wants to mutilate their own body and cut off their penis? I don't want to do that, sweetheart. Yes, I may like makeup, but and I may be feminine, but I do not want to be nothing like you stupid bitch. No one wants to be like you, because if I wanted to be like you, bitch, I wouldn't be as miserable as you are. Going around getting mad at people for misgendering you, bitch. You should be more confident in yourself, bitch. I've been misgendered before, but do you see me crying about it? Fuck no. I don't cry about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit, bitch. I know who I am. You should know who the fuck you are. But it's apparent that you bitches out there don't know who you are, but you have the audacity to tell gays that we're jealous of you, that we want to be you. Why the fuck would I want to be somebody who literally wants to mutilate their own selves and cut off their fucking body parts and rearrange their own busted face, bitch? Why would I want to do that? I have no desire. I have no will, no want. I sure the fuck don't. And I'm pretty sure many others don't. Have you seen the surgeries that these people have to go through, these botched surgeries when they get their penis cut off? It's gross. It's disgusting. Why would anyone want to be jealous of that? Why would anyone want to be jealous of an insecure cunt who has the gall to argue about pronouns in the middle of boarding onto a plane? You see what I'm saying? Like, we're all sick of this lunacy, and it's only gonna get worse. And what it's going to do is going to set them back even more further. If real trans people out there who don't do shit like this, who don't try to correct people and try to get mad because they are secure with themselves, real trans people don't do this. They mind their business and they speak against the lunacy, and they speak for reality, and they know exactly who they are. They know they are a man. They know that they are trans. They know that they do suffer from a gender dysphoria that is a mental disorder, and they know the truth. And they live their life. People like this, they want to destroy those types of trans people out there, and including the gays that are real about it. I don't hate trans people. I don't. But I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it, act like that it's normal, because it's not normal. Also, there was another video, too, of Tommy on TikTok promoting himself, injecting himself with hormones as well, which I found to be so insane, because why? Like, why are you doing that? Here we go. Wow.
Estradiol, $2 alcohol white, very important to top off. I take half a milliliter.
It's so sad,
once a
honestly.
week, so I
It really
pull this
is.
halfway, get it in, pull it
Wow.
down, pulling a little bit extra just to be safe. This is life-saving, gender, mental health affirming care. I want to be really clear tonight and not be fucking stabbing myself with a needle once a week if I didn't need to survive.
Wow. It's really sad that these people have been conditioned to think that in order for them to continue on with life, what they need to do is inject themselves with a medication every week. And then to promote it on TikTok as like they're glamorizing this, to promote this, to train others, like, this is how I do it. This is how we should do it. We should do it this way. This is a proper way to take this medication because it's a life-saving gender mental health care. And, that's the only way to survive. It's the only way to survive because you are not strong enough. You're not strong enough. You need to medicate yourself in order for you to affirm your gender. And it goes to show that, like, a lot of people need mental evaluation. They do. I'm not saying every single one of them do, but, like, for those who want to promote this and think that this is cool to glamorize, I think they do need that. They really do, because why do you feel the need to promote it like that on TikTok? Like, is it for attention? What is it? What is it? What is your motive to do it? Because I'm pretty sure there are minors that follow Tommy Dorfman. I mean, I followed Tommy Dorfman when I was a minor in high school watching 13 Reasons Why. And I'm pretty sure there are many others that have followed Tommy and stuff like that, and that are minors. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that someone does look up to Tommy Dorfman out there as a minor and think that, like, this journey is what I need to go through. They're probably getting bullied for, like, their sexuality, being a feminine gay man, or, like, literally like having, like, some sort of, like, sexual assault that has happened to them and they don't like themselves. Like, there can be numerous of things that could happen to a child to make them want to change their gender, and they can fall down the wrong path by watching idiots like Tommy who promote themselves, injecting themselves with their gender life-saving care medication. And it's sick. It really is. And that's why I think it's important for a lot of us to actually talk about these things and get down to the root of how can we actually, solve this issue. Because I think that what we need to do, we need to start pushing. I think a lot of us need to start pushing and actually get more radicalized. Just like that Delta worker, like, he's not having it. And I think in society, what we need to do, we need to be more radical. We do. We need to actually stop the shit getting into our schools, stop the shit getting online. Because I think it's really going to destroy so many lives. I do, and I have seen it. I've seen the lives that it has destroyed. I've seen how it is destroying even some people that I even follow, like, that are, going down this path. I truly do. And it's like, they don't seem happy. Not one of them seem happy. They may act like they're happy, but they're not. And it only sets them up for failure. And it's because it is a mental disorder. So many trans people out there, like Bro White, for example, Buck Angel, for example. I'm not saying they are, like, the peak of what being trans is, stuff like that, but listen to their journeys and listen to other people's journeys as well, of how, they should not glamorize being trans. They should not try to promote the medications and try to make it something that this is a beautiful thing. It's not beautiful. If it was beautiful, why the fuck are trans men cutting off their arms just to make a invalid penis that literally doesn't really even work like a male penis? Why the fuck are trans women cutting off their penises? Why are men cutting off their penises to fit this mold of what being a woman is, of being a woman? Like, you can't do it. It would never happen. It's lunacy. It's loco. It's just, and when us gays or us trans people point this stuff out, and we talk about this, and we actually like talk about the harms of what it has done to minors and to people who regret transition and ultimately detransition. People want to call you transphobic. They want to call you all these names and say you're jealous of trans people. It's like, why the fuck would I want to be jealous of someone who wants to literally cut their fucking penis off that literally goes against their best interest in life? They're the most unhappy people I've ever seen, that I've observed to see. And I'm not that. I'm not that at all. I'm a very content person myself. I'm not perfect at all. I have my fucking days for sure. But looking at how when these people transition and when they are going through these hormones and all this stuff and these major changes, all it does is it gives them that short period of time of euphoria. Then after a while, it destroys them. It generally does. And they still go through the mental gymnastics over it. Even Blair White. You even see like Blair White, she says like, oh, I'm having the bad day, stuff like that. It's because mentally, like, it's taxing. It is. And if you go down the line and see like where this all starts from, it really goes to show like how disgusting it really is. From the core, it really was. And what I found out from my friend, she was reacting to like this video from Jeffrey Marsh, and actually I'm going to show you this video. Wait one moment.
Oh, today's word is Jugendverführer. Forgive my German pronunciation. Verführer means seducer, and Jugend means youth. This is a word that the Nazis in Germany in the 1930s used to refer to LGBTQ people, i.e. groomer. If your modern American movement or political party has a one-to-one analogy to the Nazis, it is time to reevaluate your moral choices.
Well, you know what's really crazy about that? It's like, well, no one will be calling you a groomer if you didn't like literally make content solely for kids. Like, I mean, Jeffrey, like, let's get real. You literally have a Patreon that was literally catering towards children, to minors. And you want to talk about sex and, you know, telling them to leave their family and stuff like this if they don't fully accept who they are. It's just like, you are a predator. You are. And it doesn't make sense, like, if we point out these predatory, like, tactics that you use, now we are Nazis. It's like, dude, you don't even understand how full circle this actually is. Which I'm going to get into right now. My friend, Hermage, I think that's how you say her name. She reacted to this video that he was doing. And I found this to be very interesting. I want us all to listen.
To reevaluate your moral choice.
Okay, go back and watch this video because Jeffrey March here talks about how anyone following a movement that has a direct correlation or analogy to the Nazi movement needs to reevaluate their moral choices. So here we go. Okay, first of all, let's go back to 1919 to the Sexology Institute in Berlin, which was founded by Magnus Hirschfeld, who is commonly known as the person who first brought about transsexuality into society, made it a physical reality, as it were. Now, Magnus Hirschfeld, despite being gay and Jewish, was a eugenicist, and he was invited to speak at eugenicist conferences in the US as well. One of the surgeons who was also working at the Sexology Institute and worked with Magnus Hirschfeld on vaginoplasties on Dora Richter, commonly known as the first man to undergo such a procedure, and also Lily Elber, aka the Danish girl, was a chap called Erwin Gorbrandt. Now, Gorbrandt had a very interesting career trajectory. Let's also remember that at the Institute of Sexology, there was this common understanding that gay men, or a common belief rather, that the gay men were somehow mentally defective,
Wow.
extraordinarily homophobic, and that these surgical corrections were done so they could sort of partake in society.
And it's really crazy how full circle this all is. Like, this started with a gay man that literally wanted to eradicate gay men, and he was Jewish. Of course he was Jewish. It's so funny how all the crazy things that has happened in our country, it all comes down to a Jew. And you may try to call me anti-Semitic for that, but it's the truth. It's crazy how like the person that actually started transsexuality to make it a thing, to make it an ideology, it all comes from a Jew, just like communism comes from a Jew as well. It's just all these things that it comes full circle. It always comes full circle. And these same people that promote transsexuality, like Tommy Dorfman, it all comes back down to the neo-Nazis. It all come down to the Jews. It all comes down to them wanting to eradicate gay men and to eradicate the same people that's in their movement. It all comes full circle every fucking time. And it's very fascinating to me and interesting how, you know, everything repeats itself. You now see, like, you know, there's trans men wanting to be with gay men, and it's converting them to heterosexuality if you actually think about it. Or it's like, you know, trans women like trying to sleep with lesbian women, and they're trying to like basically convert them to heterosexuality. And they changing the definitions of what being a lesbian is, changing the definition of what being a gay man is, a homosexual. And all it does is counteract with each other and causes this huge like confusion. Because it is a confusion. All of it is like, and when you get down to the root of it and where it all comes from, and that it was a way to it was eugenic practices, it goes to show how like even that alone, it still survives today. It's still a tactic that is surviving today. Even though these people have gone, these movements have taken these things and they have injected this stuff in our society. And it is going to completely destroy our society. So many children out here now are like following these people like Tommy Dorfman and thinking that this is okay. They're thinking that, you know, being a gay feminine man is not enough, that, you know, I have to do more for attention. I have to do more for myself to actually be loved by society. It's true. Like, look at what Dylan did. Dylan was a gay man. He didn't go too far with his career being a gay man. So you know what he did? He became a transsexual. And I'm starting to see this trend. It's like it's literally like a fashion trend nowadays. I'm telling you. It's like a whole fashion trend for these people to glamorize this and think that it's okay to promote their surgeries and, you know, their injections online to minors and to people in general. It causes a rift in our society that directly harms people. And it's really sad. And I really hope people wake up, because it's dangerous. It truly is.